All right. I've been hearing too much in the news lately of how it doesn't work. And things that are going on, like the violence and the mainstream media, the fake news, whatever you want to call it, calling it peaceful protesting is absolutely absurd. It's wrong, it's a lie, it's a deception. That's not how it works. You see, peaceful protesting means somebody has something they don't agree with, say, the government. And so they go and they get a group of people and they voice their disagreement with whatever it is the government is doing. That is how it works. How it doesn't work is you get people that are being paid by somebody and they're violent, burning businesses down, looting, killing even. That's not how it works. That's shooting yourself in the foot. Basically kicking yourself in the teeth. Because all this is showing that the liberals, because this is happening mostly in blue states where the liberals, Democrats are, is showing how the Democrats, liberals, want the country to be run. We don't want that. We want it to work the way it's supposed to work. The way it's supposed to work is, let's say you want something, okay? And so you decide in your mind that you'll never have this thing that you want. And you become upset. I want it, but I want it now, right now, immediately. I want it. The Democrats say they'll give it to you. The Republicans say, work for it, save your money, then buy it. That's how it works. You can't just have something. Somebody's not just going to give you something and say, here, it's free. No, it's going to cost something. Somebody's going to have to pay for it somewhere. And that's how economics work. If you're a liberal and you throw your money around just like that, you don't have any money. If you're a conservative, you buy what you need. And after you've done all you need, your bills, rent, mortgage, whatever, food, bills, and all that, and you have something left, you take that and put it in to savings, and you save it until you have the money to buy the thing that you want. That's how it works. You can't insist on having everything just because you want it. Okay? I've got an example, personal example, okay? We're going to start out here, okay? This is my baby. That's my Goldwing. I enjoy the heck out of riding that. And in fact, here in about a week, I'll be taking off on 500 miles in a day. But that's mine, okay? Now, this was mine. I sold it. I had to. I couldn't afford both. And, well, that's just the way it is. But I would like to have the Harley back. Now, just today, I spoke to the guy that I sold it to. And he said he was taking payments on it from the guy he sold it to. And he said the guy's wife called him and said he couldn't afford it anymore. And so he was going to have to give it back. Okay, so that brings up the idea that it will possibly come open to my being able to purchase it. Now, the guy I sold it to says he just wants his money back out of the bike. Okay? So, I sold it to him for a certain amount of money. The guy he sold it to has paid him a certain amount of money, and he's put miles on the bike because he's owned it, I guess, for over a year. And so the guy I sold it to came back and said, I just want to get my money out of it. As though he was asking me, if you buy it, I'll sell it to you for the money that you sold it to me for. Is that how it works? Is that fair? I don't think so. That's not how it works. How it should work is take the money, the amount that I sold it to you for, subtract what the guy that has it now has paid you, and then the balance I'll pay you. That way you get your money back out of what you put into it. And it comes out even for you, and it comes out even for me because there are miles on it now. It's got wear and tear. And drive belts for those things aren't cheap. Tires aren't cheap. Batteries aren't cheap. Harleys are kind of expensive. But anyway, I know that's not how, having a really good grasp on how things work. And I know that man was created. And the place to get answers is the Creator, God. And you can't tell me there is no God, okay? This earth is organized. If it just so happened that the earth just appeared from some kind of explosion, there would be no organization. Okay? It wouldn't happen. In the wintertime, the trees lose their leaves. Even here in the south, where I live, the trees lose their leaves because it's winter. Trees do that, except evergreens. They lose their leaves. They do it in the north, and they do it where it doesn't snow. It's part of the organization of the planet that God made. It's how it works. The grass goes dormant, the trees go dormant, and in springtime, they rejuvenate. The leaves come back to the trees. The grass turns green again. And if it wasn't created, it wouldn't happen that way. There would be no organization. Okay? So God is the one I turn to when I need answers on how it works. How does it really work? And so I asked God about the Harley Davidson. And his answer was, wait. Makes sense. Because it may not come up, even though it sounds like it probably will. And the guy has no place to put it, so he wants me to take it back and I was a mechanic for a long time, and I used to detail bikes out and restore them back to factory original. So I know how to do what needs to be done to make it pretty so it can be sold again. And so when God says wait, that means let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Don't push it. Be patient. And that's something that mankind has lost. That's part of why we're not allowing things to work. Because now, free, I want it now. If you're going to give it to me, give it to me. I want it now, and it's going to be free. No. You can destroy things fairly quickly. You can kill a man just that fast. But your life won't change just that fast. God won't give you everything just that fast. You can't just go and take something and say, this is mine. It's not. It still belongs to somebody else, even though you have it in your possession. That's not how it works. How it works is you work, you save, you buy what you want. But you got to take care of your needs first. And your wants will fall into place. It happens all the time for people that follow the rule of how it works. So where do you find the rule of how it works? Ask God. It's in the Bible. Read the Bible. It'll tell you how it works. You'll get an idea. But more than that, you'll get a relationship with the Creator. And when you have a need, there you go. He will fulfill that need. I guarantee it. Because I took the Goldwing out and I went into a corner a little too fast, a little too hot, a little too far to the outside. And I ended up in sand, just a sandy kind of gravel mixture. And I laid the bike over on its side because where I stopped, it was on a downhill sideways slope, and it fell over. And so I walked, it was hotter than heck that day too. So I walked over to the shade and sat down for a minute to catch my breath. And I said, Jesus, would you please help me? And he said, walk out to the road. So I walked out to the road and I flagged down this SUV. And then this dually Dodge Ram, it also came around the corner and I flagged it down. In the SUV was a small woman. Okay, that wasn't a whole lot of help, but it was. And in the truck was this really big dude. And I said, I need to flip it back up on its wheels and roll it up onto the road. So he got it flipped up, rolled up onto the road with the help from his friend. And the gasoline had poured out of the gas tank. And he said, I got some gas in my truck if you need it. And I said, oh, that'd be great. And that's where the woman came in. She said, I have a funnel. And so my help came to me because I asked Jesus to help me. And he did. Just like that. So, you see, I know how it works. And it's very simple. When you need something, ask. When you're told to do something, do it. And expect results, especially when you're asking Jesus, because he'll never let you down when you are in need. I'm William. I am a Christian. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus. I know him too well, and he knows me. Find Jesus. Find the answers to how it works. And live life the way life works. Okay? Okay.